to talk about 5 things that you have to know in order to be part of a healthy community. The first thing is that you have something to offer the community. In the book of 2 Thessalonians, I believe it's in verse 3, Paul goes to visit the church in Thessalonica. And while he's there, I don't really know how to put this in context, okay? Imagine that, okay, so Paul was the overseer of multiple church plants, Ephesus, Corinth, Thessalonica. He, as the bishop, went into the church as a member just to show them what a healthy church member looks like. Follow me? So if the pastor left the pulpit, got in the pew just to display what healthy church community looks like, that's what he did when he went to Thessalonica. He says this. He says, "You yourselves know how you should follow us. For we were not disorderly among you. We didn't eat anyone's bread without paying for it. We worked with labor, toil night and day, that we might not be a burden to any of you, not because we don't have authority, but to make ourselves an example of how you should follow us." Isn't that awesome? "For even when we were with you, we commanded you this." Now, I'm going to put this in context for you so you can quit getting mad at people that don't work. "If anyone will not work, neither shall he eat. For we hear that there are some among you who are in a disorderly manner, not working, but they're busybodies." Now, understand that the context of this was church life. And let me make church life make sense to you. The worst thing that has ever happened in Western culture is this line right here. This line made the assumption that there was a participant-spectator relationship in the church, and that was never present in the New Testament. And Paul said, "I came to your church just to show you how somebody in the church should function. I didn't take everything you had until you couldn't give me what I needed anymore, then move on to the next church. I didn't eat anyone's bread free of charge. I came and I gave you this commandment." Now it sounds sharp, but understand his heart. He says, if you don't work, you don't eat. Every single human in here was called, anointed, and enabled to bear fruit. And as long as you resist, I starve. I'm supposed to eat what you got. And if you won't labor and bear it, we all go without. So the idea that we're supposed to sit in church and a select few of these elite Christians come and bear fruit for everybody to eat is wrong. It's desperately wrong. And it makes us limp through our kingdom reality because your gifts are not being manifested and I can't benefit from them. The person beside you, if you're not functioning in your destiny and your identity, we are all lacking and missing what you have to offer. And Paul, just so he could set a precedent on everybody being functioned, he said, listen, you can't eat what I got if I can't eat what you got. If you're not working, you're not eating either. He wasn't talking about a welfare system, guys. He's talking about the church. Got me? So what are you here to bear? What do you have for me to eat? Sounds selfish, right? But the fact is, when everybody's in the right mind, we're all here to bear fruit. We're not here to eat. We're here to contribute. And the Bible says this. This is a good principle for us to learn. If you honor a prophet in the name of the prophet, you'll receive the prophet's reward. That means when you honor a human for who they are, you will receive what they've got. Right? Do you know that you can sit in a church service and sit beside someone, and the person beside you will be like, that was the most pointless waste of time I have ever spent in a pew. And the other person's got their head buried in their lap, soaking their jeans with tears because the Lord just completely wrecked them. Do you know why? Because one of you was there to eat.